My boy is just all-round excellent. What's up, MP?
You did what you said you were going to do and helped us defend home court. Nice work, MP.
This is what Coach looks like when he's happy.
How you feel about your performance?
I'm good, Coach. I told you I got you, and now the fans are with it too.
They certainly are. Ticket sales are way up.
Oh, that's what happens when you win.
And this is just the beginning. We are laying the foundation for a title run.
Which means you're going to have to work twice as hard. Let's pick a second-half goal for you to work on.
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
You have the ability. And the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition. But that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing. I get that.
Luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
What's shaking, MP?
What's up, MP? visit, and you'll get your very own Los Angeles Lakers mini basketball. Don't forget about our ball and giveaway day. Come to the game, bring your family, and get a free $5 bobblehead. We want this time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Lakers along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of Restoration.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Williams. Daniels out there with Whitehead, and it's Murphy in at the 4 spot. Pulls up on the elbow. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. We've got 2 MVP candidates clashing in this one, and MP believes that will make things extra competitive. He said the best players bring the best out of you. We know we have to be locked in against this team, and I'm sure they feel the same way about us. They do. Kevin?
Yeah, they're not taking this matchup lightly, are they, David? Nor should he. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Murphy, a screen on Brunson. Here's Deminick, driving the lane. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's James, Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And James gets it to go. James has got his second basket of the night. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle, here's Murphy. No good, shot missing. 3D that time from James. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Knicks. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Whitehead passes to Murphy. And James pulls it down.
Well, but even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
For the 3. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Picked by Murphy. Pass to Whitehead. Tries again. Rebounded by the Lakers. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Down low. And Murphy has it in the corner. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Well, in it attendance here tonight in Los Angeles. We've got rapper Sway Lee.
Yeah, Kevin, and of course Sway Lee big on hoops in general. He's big on streaming 2K and loves to play pickup ball.
From deep, Williams. Offensive rebound and block. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key, over Murphy. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by James. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the free throw line. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 8. Achua kicks to James. Murphy with the steal. To the inside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here he goes. They get the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Whitehead. Hawks passing it around. A shot by Murphy. No one around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
James, no good.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Whitehead passes to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run. James looking it over. Antetokounmpo dishes to James, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Some changes for the Lakers. Powell, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jackson comes in for Achua. And it's Reynolds in for Jalen Brunson. And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson in the corner. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And here's James outside. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Pass to Whitehead. They set the screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady dive. from outside.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Murphy against James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at you.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for
Free throw drops for Murphy. Carter, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Murphy hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
James with it. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Inside. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Trying to find Murphy and gets it to him. That's in. Coming off the assist from Johnson.
Murphy.
Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense. Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Whitehead. Now Murphy beyond the arc. Powell pulls it in. And here's James outside. Another miss by James. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 6-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the tables.
54 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Okoro. Outside Murphy. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Carter. Rebound by the Hawks. Murphy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hawks passing it around. Here's Okoro. Nothing on the board. Driving inside. Can't connect from short range. James outside. A 3-ball. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Daniels. Herbert Jones is out there with the Okoro. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. Out to Brunson. Clock is at 3 from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to James. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
On the wing, Johnson. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And in the last game against the Thunder was tremendous. He scored an incredible number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. Be looking to follow that up tonight. Guys,
excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Now Daniels, still without a basket. Mitchell is double. Back to Daniels. Jones for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's James. Whistle blows. Bucket is... good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Christie's checked in for Jackson. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom to point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's James. And Jones sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And it's Brunson missing.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Lakers leading by 15. From deep, James. The shot will not fall. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Mitchell kicks to Jones. Here's a Okoro. Offline with his 3. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The Hawks trail by 17. Now, here's Mitchell. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Trains the 3-pointer.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside, James. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Launches a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. James has got 38 points.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Pass to Okoro. It's Jones on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Lakers working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Count that one. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this move.
And here's Daniels. He had 16 points in the win against New York. On the basket by Jones.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Jones against James. The 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jones, no luck. Lakers leading by 17. Fires the three. Rebound by Mitchell. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the night. Timeout called the Lakers. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers on top, up by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Los Angeles Lakers.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen.
And that is a wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at James, what a contribution.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Jalen Brunson. James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Achua. And it's Christie in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5.
He scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
Over to the left wing. It's Murphy outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Atlanta with it. Trailing here by 8. And the basket by Murphy.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's James. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 48.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Demignon. Brunson covering. Here's Whitehead. He's got 10. Outside Murphy. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Murphy with the steal. Pass to Daniel. To the paint. Now Murphy. This one for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now James. He's guarded by Murphy. James, no good.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Fires the 3. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Hawks trail by 5. Demignon. Brunson covering. Outside Murphy. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's James outside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Murphy can't hit.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Lakers leading by 5. From deep, James. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Back to Williams. Pass to Whitehead. 6 to shoot. Murphy with the ball. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a 3 of his own.
James misses. The Hawks trail by 8. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Williams has got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring. Lewis calls timeout. Atlanta making a switch here. Ward's checked in. Great shooters. Boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. You look at James, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
And then Johnson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. James outside. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there by Johnson. Okoro passes to Johnson. Here's Moore. Here's Okoro. It's blocked. James with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. He takes it in. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Lakers lead by 5. And do not go away as we'll be. Come on, everyone. And with these teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Herbert Jones, Okoro out there with Barks. Then it's Jalen Johnson, and it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Okoro kicks to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 5. James outside. Johnson with the defensive effort.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
The Hawks working the ball around. Puts up a three. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Cousins with a screen on James. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Barks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. James in the post, defended by Jones. Back to James. There's the three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Outside, Jones trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Powell. Reynolds comes in for Jackson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for James. Pass to Okoro. Inside. Johnson inside. Working on James. Shot by Johnson, no good. James in the post. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Great open look there. Cousins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Atlanta making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Jones. Christie with the rebound. Christie's got his 5th rebound in this one. James outside. Front past the arc. Rebound by Johnson. The Hawks trail by 4. Right side Jones. Lets it go with the 3. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
And here's James outside. It's good from long range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And there's the drive. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Johnson. Outside Williams. Now here's Johnson. Here's Whitehead. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's James. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Pass to Murphy. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. They grab their own miss. Chris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Bryson Daniels checked in for Atlanta. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last time out. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's James. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
No good on that one.
For Los Angeles, James taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
And the dunk by James.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Murphy has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Murphy's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And here's James outside. No good that time. The Hawks trail by 7. There's Whitehead. Down low. And it's Williams finishing it off.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Demonic, Antetokounmpo defending. Murphy, a screen on Giannis. Williams for 3, and James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Daniels passes to Williams. Williams missing again.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. It's intercepted. Here's Demonic. Brunson with some nice D. Lakers leading by 5. Here's James. Up again, and it's put back in by Powell.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Pass to Murphy. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The assist from
Murphy's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Murphy with the ball for three. Good on the triple. Murphy's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Pass to Daniel. Yep, right through the net.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
The Hawks trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Murphy, and then Murphy with the dunk.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Deminick. Powell pulls it in. Lakers leading by 5. James, that's a two-pointer. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so Whitehead will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. In the rebound by James. The Lakers with the ball.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Timeout, Hawks. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
30 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Atlanta with the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Timeout, Hawks. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quick.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreak. So he can't get either to fall. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.